Hello and welcome everybody out there in D&D land. I hope you're all having a fantastic start to your weekend. It is Friday. Happy Friday everybody. Congratulations, you made it. And to those of you like myself who have to work on the weekends, I feel you. But hey, you can watch some D&D while you do that. Before we jump into the action, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoy this content. And if you don't enjoy the content, be sure to comment down below exactly how much of a fuck up and how terrible I am. That does also help us out tremendously, and you get to express all of those negative thoughts that are tormenting your mind on a regular basis. In addition to that, if you are interested in watching us live, you can check us out over at twitch.tv/ProdiumJoey. And if you are interested in participating in any of our games like this one, we do have open slots available. Reach out to me and let me know. We are a pay-to-play community, but we are accepting to all people from all skill levels, so long as you are a somewhat decent human being who's not a piece of shit. That's all we really ask. But without further ado, hey, Rimus, what's going on? Tell us what happened last session.
All right. Last session wasn't a huge one. We had to wait for some people and things like that, but it was still somewhat eventful. We first started the session off camera, doing some downtime. Um, then when everybody showed up, um, we were introduced to um, writer's new character. Help me with pronunciation. Elry?
Elrai.
Elry. Okay. We were introduced to Elry. We gave Phil the money to get the ball rolling on the island since it is now completely bought and paid for. We had some inter-party discussion about what our next steps were going to be. We have decided to take on a job off the job board. Um, Something along the lines of investigating something underneath uh, Morian, which led us out to sea. Um, while we were out there, we had an encounter with some man-eating sharks, and that's where we kind of left off last session. Oh, our
So,
boat did get hurt, and we are either making our way to land or we made land at the very last seconds of the session.
so after fending yourselves against the pack of sharks that seem to attack your vessel, and Chlorine, luckily having the foresight to control the water and keep it out of your ship, you all beelined it directly towards a small little island. Um, Luckily enough, you were only about a quarter mile away from it, so at the very end of Chlorine's magical hold of the water, you do manage to beach the vessel so that you can start repairing it. Now, before all of the magic cheaters ask, many of the bite marks, gaping holes, and destructive points on this vessel are larger than 1 cubic foot.
Mending.
They are larger than 1 cubic foot!
He does not like that spell, apparently.
No, I don't like repeating myself.
I mean, we could technically just cast mending a huge amount of times.
Read the spell.
I was just joking.
Now, being a person who lives on the sea, was this shark attack normal-ish?
Roll me a nature check.
18?
Towards this time of year, many of the deeper dwelling sharks, which those would have been deeper dwelling sharks, enter into the Gulf outside Morian in the hopes of mating. And because of that, they become incredibly hostile in this territory, both when you get in to their way of their mating rituals, and also because their mating tactics take several weeks where they need extra food and they need to stock up on nutrition. You're nutrition.
Alright.
So, we're gonna need a lot of lumber. What is this island like?
So, this island is a fairly small expanse that you can see as of now, but it's stuck between a number of other tiny little islands within 30, 60 feet of one another. They even have a little bit of a sandbar that can almost stretch towards one another as well. There appears to be some wreckage, some scraps of other ships. And roll me a perception check.
Ooh.
$19. This little inland actually seems to be a hiding spot of sorts. You can tell that there is a little sandbar that seems to have been manually lifted over the side so that a vessel could row in between all of these little islands. And deeper in the water, you can see fairly clearly down there that there is a number of crates, goods, random chests, stuff like that. You seem to have stumbled upon somebody's hot stash.
Hmm. Good and not good. Depending on if said person is here at the moment.
Well, I'm gonna grab one of the crowbars and head down into the water and start pulling planks off those crates.
Alrighty. Everybody else, what are you going to be doing?
I would probably help Dennis.
Can you breathe underwater?
Oh yeah, that's right.
I mean, you could attempt to help him, but it's going to be a hell of a lot more challenging for you.
I mean, hold my breath for as long as I can.
What's your con modifier?
One.
All right, you can hold your breath for 2 minutes.
Got it, guys. We can do this.
I'm gonna cut down the one tree then.
The one tree?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have an axe or something on you?
Sure, somebody has a hatchet, right?
Not me.
Nobody has a hatchet.
You guys are so prepared.
No, we don't have any hatchets.
Hey, I'm prepared. I'm just not prepared for being beached.
So prepared. Alrighty, so you have a dagger on your person and a small knife. You do have a shaving tool in your cobbler's tools, though. So
Yeah,
it'll
I'm not
take you
breaking
a
that.
very long time, but yeah.
Could I potentially use a spiritual weapon taking the form of an axe to chop down the tree?
You can certainly try. What level do you cast spiritual weapon?
Don't have my fourth level, so I've got plenty of the other ones, so I'll make it a third level spiritual weapon.
Alrighty. So that is 10 total rounds. So roll me 20d8.
Oh.
Yep. Alrighty, so as the two of you go into the water, a tabaxi who's not afraid of water, this is good. You all listen as Chlorine summons up a large axe that, through force damage, shatters the trunk of the tree, toppling it over to the ground. Over the course of several slams.
I probably should have seen that coming.
Yeah, force damage shatter. But, I mean, you broke it.
Timber next time, maybe?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
we can go with that.
Rimus and Elrai, I need both of you to roll me investigation checks.
Investigation. Just
Can't get any better
guidance.
than that. You do not bad either.
Alrighty. Both of you swim down into Zawata, and as you are getting closer towards it, or closer towards that pile of goods that somebody's hiding down here, you start noticing that there are a number of different titles from companies on these crates and goods. Many of them seem to be closely allied with Morian's services from very political, influential traders. Fairly expensive things here that somebody has looted and left behind. So what were you two doing?
I am taking a crowbar to crates and getting planks off them.
Alrighty. So you go over towards one of them. Go ahead and give me an athletics check. You're being assisted for about 1 minute before Elrai has to surface and...
21.
Alright, not bad.
At least I'm helping.
You are. You start ripping apart, not terribly important planks. Ones that are mostly towards the corners of the boxes, but not terribly close, so it would disturb the boxes too much, and start ripping it open, and you send them up floating where Elrai starts collecting them and bringing them back over towards the shore. After about 15, 20 minutes of you down there, you end up salvaging enough of these objects without disturbing everything else here. Roll me a percentile die, please.
Oh boy.
Mhm.
89.
Okay. As you rip open one of the planks, you do see a large spattering of gems tumble out from the crate.
Can I scoop them back into the crate? Or is it
Yeah, you could.
beyond?
You could.
Okay, yeah, let's do that.
Alrighty. As you're pushing them in there, this crate seems to have a multitude of valuable gems in it.
What are we considering a multitude?
More than this character has seen before.
Okay. So let's see what I'm gonna do. Okay, yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and grab the crate.
Alrighty. I need another athletics check. No, they're all small gems, so you can't make them augments unless somebody has jeweler's proficiency.
Dang it.
Oh,
8. Yeah, that shit's not budging. That's not moving at all. It's heavy, and things underwater are heavier.
Oh god, if you can do it, dear lord.
then I'm just gonna start taking fistfuls and just start pocketing whatever I can.
Alrighty. Give me another investigation, please. 19. Okay. You end up pocketing more of gems of similar qualities into your pockets, and it weighs you down a lot, so you can't easily swim back to the surface, but you just walk up the sand until eventually you breach out of the water. Elrai, you've been running back and forth with all of the extra planks for everybody. You salvaged probably a good 15 feet worth of planks
Okay.
without disturbing anything too terribly much. But then you all see Rimus walk out of the water, and his pockets are, like, filled to the brim, weighing him down as even he is breathing heavily now.
Dear
I couldn't
Lord.
help myself.
Well, seeing as this is all probably looted anyways.
Exactly. We're just stealing from the thieves. Almost like we're stealing from ourselves.
Alrighty. Since you have 2 pockets, I need you to roll me 2d13s.
Okay. Oh, I do
Nope.
this every time.
Yep.
6 and 13.
Okay. You end up salvaging about 500 GP worth of onyx gems. Put in parentheses, not whole. And you end up getting broken pieces of opal, valued at about 1,200 GP.
Okay.
Also put in parentheses, not whole.
Alright. I'm just gonna put that with the rest of the party loot.
Okay. So, now that you all have these spare planks of wood that you might be able to utilize, what would you all like to do?
Does anyone here have wood cutters or wood anything relating to wood?
Wood
tools?
carvers, carpenters.
I got water vehicles.
That'll at least make sure you know how to seal it up properly, but yeah.
I mean, I have a leather workers, but that's leather and wood are 2 very different things.
Very different objects, yeah. Alrighty, looks like you guys are freeballing it then. Who's going to be manning trying to repair the ship? Keep in mind, you only have to repair enough sections that mending then can take over.
What type of skill check is that? Is that a dex or a
Wisdom.
wisdom? Then I'm gonna go with the wise person in the party.
Alrighty, Henrik. No, chlorine, yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna say you can have me do it, but there's a cleric.
Alright, Mr. Cleric, give me a straight wisdom check. You are being assisted by Rimus's knowledge of ships and how they are supposed to function. So no disadvantage.
And there you go as well.
Alrighty.
Inspire.
That is going to take all of your inspirations, because this is something that is going to be a skill check that happens over the course of probably a couple of hours, which means you have to be short resting to give him inspiration the entire time.
That's our boat. We're gonna have to.
Alrighty.
Alright. Straight wisdom, no disadvantage, and your inspiration is a D6?
8.
D8, alright.
Yep.
$16, not bad.
16 is not terrible. You end up having to steal some nails out from Elrai's leatherworking gear and Henrik's cobbler gear in order to really, like, hammer them in, get it into the folds of this ship. And after that, who has mending?
I do.
Okay. Henrik, you're going to be mending probably for the next 20 minutes or so. Just to go over every part of the ship, have everybody move the ship to its other side, mend that area as well. It got a lot of bumps and bruises on it. So roll me an investigation, Henrik, or do you need me to roll it for you?
I got it. Yeah, 13.
Alrighty. You get the bulk of what you are capable of getting. Unfortunately, there's still a couple of spots in the ship that, despite even mending and all of the work you guys did, they're still gonna leak. Though it's not gonna be a tremendous leak. You're just gonna need somebody every half hour or so to rotate some cloths to shove into the holes and stuff in there. You just didn't get enough planks to fill in those areas, and you don't have any that can reasonably fit, and you don't have the proper tools to do this. Yeah. So yeah, it's going to be a little bit more exhausting sailing on the ship right now, but it is functional. I'll say after probably a good 4 or 5 hours in total of you guys, investigating, getting the large tree trunk, yada, 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 yada. Who has the mending? I'll say give me 10d4 or 10d6s, Henrik.
Too bad we don't have a little Dutch boy.
We're in danger.
I was being more like putting his finger in the holes.
30. The ship heals 30 points of damage. Nowhere near perfect. It's doing a lot better, but you're going to have to be mindful if there's any combat in the near future. Okay.
You really need to see about getting a proper crew soon.
It costs so much money.
You guys are the second richest group in my games, and you never spend your money except on your island.
Yes.
Yep. So anyways, you're all getting back on the ship. What is the rotation gonna look like for manning the holes? You can let it go for like a couple of hours, but any more than that, the ship takes on a little too much water to just easily scoop out and can be detrimental to your speed and the integrity of the hull.
I mean, I can probably do a bit of it myself. I'm mostly just the ship's healer.
Well, recently you've been rowing, right?
True.
Or were you lookout? One of you was lookout.
I think I was lookout.
Well, he was, yeah.
Yeah, because you're strong. Alrighty, so Chlorine is volunteering for shift duty 1 for doing that?
Yep.
Okay. Who's going to take on shift duty 2?
I will.
Okay. So that means for the morning shift, we have Chlorine. For the early afternoon, we have Henrik, who's taking 3rd.
I can, I guess.
Okay, and who's taking overnight?
I could do that. I have dark vision and everything. I could see underneath there.
Okay. Now, you guys are officially running Boyance on a complete skeleton crew, which means it's going to be a little difficult to maintain yourselves throughout this journey. You are just north of the Southern Morian Naval Base. So it's up to you. Do you guys want to potentially stop off there, or do you want to keep going on your journey? It's going to slow you down, but, you know.
If we stopped at the naval base and took on repairs, how long would that take?
If we stop at the naval base, they will check our cargo and see all the stolen gems.
That and out of character, I'm pretty sure 2 of you are still wanted by the Morian Navy.
What are you talking about? Chlorine's never been wanted by them.
Yeah, I'm not either. The boat we used to have was
Okay, but
wanted by the Morian Navy.
Well, Rimus, you're wanted by the people who know who you are, but yeah, you're both.
Yeah. And I can always hide the gems.
I mean, everybody calls it a back pocket for a reason, right?
Sure, I was thinking other ways, but okay.
Just do what Grandma used to do. Eat them all.
I do have, yeah, I do have a +3 to con, so.
Oh, yeah, that'll be a pleasant time.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you guys are only about a day away from that base, sailing-wise. Or you can just try to keep pushing forward. You could stop off at the eastern side of Morian. You could stop off over at the Long Haul Island over here. Which that island is not really associated with any military, per se. But they also are not the most hospitable towards people who disrespect their land.
Disrespect the land in what way?
So, the Long Haul Island is full of islanders. They are people who have lived inside of Wake for a very, very long period of time, and they've never been closely associated with any of the political dealings or pantheons. They just kind of always did their own thing and stayed out of the way. However, after the World War Zodiac, there was a situation where some of the Pantheon tried taking their island as a base of operations and were successful. So it left a very sore taste in their mouth from people who are, shippers or buckies or CBs. And you guys are technically buckies.
So, probably don't want to be broadcasting the whole cleric of Gabriella then?
They would not be appreciative towards any religious rite. It's kind of like they had one bad experience, so no.
So this is and this is Is there anything else in this area that's not those two that might have a port of call or something that we could get our boat fixed?
Do you have a map?
I'm under the impression we do. We did because we. Shit, I don't even.
Didn't they
no,
give
we
us one
did.
to go to the place that we're trying to go to?
They did, yeah. So pull out that map and roll me a navigator's check using intelligence.
So.
You rolled a 9?
Yep.
Yep.
I mean, you could always get lucky, and You could get lucky and run across some shippers. But as far as you can see, outside of those two locations and Morian itself, you're not gonna come into any ports that might be of assistance. Not that you can tell on a 9. Now, again, your ship is functioning. It's just you're going to be working, A, with a skeleton crew, and B, 24 hours. Like, there has to be a 24-hour surveillance between the 4 of you, which will be very tiresome. It's typical for people who are sailors. You know, sometimes this happens. You just got to deal with it.
Yeah, but I think only one of us is a sailor.
Correct. You have an old man, cleric, and a sailor, and you still don't know much about Elbrai.
I can tell you, I don't know how to sail a ship.
How long would it take us to get to this protocol?
That one down there, in the ship's current condition, what are we looking at? 5 by 2. Probably a good 2.5 days. Maybe 3 days, depending on variance.
I mean, could someone else look at the map, see if they can find anywhere?
Is anybody else proficient in cartographers?
No.
They're not going to know better than him. But you can certainly look.
So, shit. So we're traveling at like 1 mile an hour instead of 3.
Yeah, your ship has taken on a lot. You don't have a proper number of rowers. You have to have somebody stop every half hour, run down, unclog with cloth, clog with more cloth, wring them out, set them to dry, and then get back to their job. It's, yeah.
Yeah, we should just go with that naval base. Well, I'm not hearing any objections.
No, I'm thinking about what I need to do about these gems that we just pocketed.
Well, I can say I'm super appreciative of the Morian Navy, but I'm not opposed to getting assistance from them.
I'd say we just put in the hard work and sail for the next 3 days to our location. Obviously, these places suck.
Yeah, but that's 3 days of no sleep.
Well, that's 3 days to Morian. Not 3 days to the ruins down here. The ruins is going to take you twice as long.
6 days then.
That's 6 days of no sleep.
Yeah. And keep in mind, these are ruins. You're not going to get your shit fixed there. Just letting you know. They're ruins. It's not a dock.
We'll find a tree.
There you go.
Yeah, let's just head for the naval base.
All right.
That's how we get arrested. Why are we doing that?
Because some of us need our sleep. You should be one of them, but the radio is suggesting we go 6 days with the minimum, if any, sleep.
It would just be like watches. What? You can still get sleep, just one person does it. It's a boat, it has a sail. Like, the thing moves without people rowing.
Yes, but without someone steering, is it really a wise idea to...
The person on watch can steer. It's an ocean. How many... Unless there's a storm, like there's nothing in your way.
Ryan starts laughing a lot.
You realize there could be other ships?
Yes, and I'm sure they have somebody also steering as well. Neither person wants to get in an accident. Out of character, like, guys, sailing's easy. It's not that difficult. I've done it for like a year.
You've sailed without engines or technology for a year?
Yeah, I did a camping thing for 3 months where we're on like a catamaran. It's on a sail. Like, you literally just put up the sail, the thing moves on its own, and they go way faster than 3 miles an hour.
Well, Fantasy worlds. Yay! So what's everybody's vote?
We either make an unnecessary detour or keep going. I say we keep going.
I totally say making a ship is capable of doing its job is unnecessary. I wrote naval base.
Elroy?
What is Remus's vote exactly?
Risky for the biscuit. Let's go south.
Is that south to Morian or south to your destination?
To the destination.
Well, as much as I would like to visit the naval base for repairs,
You're super quiet.
as much as I would like to agree with the cleric at this time, I believe I am on the side of Remus this time around.
Alrighty. Chlorine, hold on to your I told you so. I will allow it in the future if anything happens.
I am marking that down in my notes.
Yep. Alrighty then. So you guys are all going to push forward. The entire journey is going to take you about 6 days, give or take. It could be a little longer, could be a little less. Depends on how well you all hold up. After sailing for the first day, I need all of you to give me a con save. All right.
Fuck.
All right, Henrik's using his inspiration.
Of course the rogue fails the con check.
Henrik, 10 is just barely a success on the first day, as all of you are forced to row a lot more, keep more vigilant of a watch, always running downstairs to swap out everything, maintain that static filling of the holes in the back of your mind throughout the entire day. During the night shift, having to be somewhat woken up from people walking across a creaky deck, maintaining that same maintenance on the ship that needs to be perpetual throughout the day. Chlorine and Elrai, both of you are suffering a level of exhaustion on the first day of the journey.
Wimps.
Yep.
Oh,
No? It's exhausting. It's your 24-hour surveillance with 4 people is not easy. Gust of Wind helps make sure that you have wind in your sail, but it doesn't solve all of your problems, but for a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah. Control Water is also going to assist you if Chlorine is doing that as well, but again,
I would do it, but that's once per day using my only 4th level spell slot.
okay.
If we get into a dicey situation, I'll use it, but until then, I'm saving it.
Alrighty. It's good to hold on to. It does give you a big movement boost compared to the 1 mile an hour you're currently experiencing. So anyways, on the second day, let me roll to see which direction... Oh wait, no, D8, right? Yeah, D8.
Can we just tie a rope to me? I just pull this goddamn ship while I swim. I feel like I
It would
could go
actually be
faster that way.
slower.
I don't know. It feels like it'd be a lot faster.
Maybe if you had a 22 strength. All right. Right on the second day of this journey, the wind is now pushing you all towards due east, which isn't that bad. You can you can kind of set your sails to let you drag in that direction on a slight angle, so you're still moving forward, but it's also going to push you further away from Morian. But it does at least assist you a little bit with gaining a bit more speed and momentum of the ship. Now, after that second day of the journey, con saves, everybody. The DC goes up each day. Elrai's good. Florine's good. Henrik's good. Remus is good. You guys are becoming a bit more hardy, working towards that tough feat after all. Becoming sailors. You're a good bunch of seamen.
Pirates.
Turning into Seabees.
Oh dear lord.
I do not like the sound of that.
Neither do I.
That's fine. Now, the direction of the wind is still blowing due east, so you can still maintain yourselves on that drag for a little while before you have to drop your sail and only rely on rowing, or else risk crashing into a fucking island. So, it's pushing you all forward. Still making decent time, thanks to the wind. I would like another set of con saves, people. Alrighty. The DC once again went up. And of course, you are not losing that exhaustion until you actually get a reasonable long rest. The difficulty of this journey is you don't have access to that unless somebody volunteers to take all of your shift. This is day 4, right? Yep. All right, Chlorine just barely succeeded. Remus and Henrik each suffer an additional level of exhaustion.
Actually, I think that's their first level each.
Yep.
Nah, for Chlorine, that's his... Wait.
No, right? You said I saved.
No, I said Henrik saved on a 10. 9 was not a save. 10 was the first DC.
Yeah, and then I saved the second one, then you say I saved this one, so I'm still at only 1 level of exhaustion.
Remus, I'm sorry. Yeah, you're still at 1. Remus suffers his first. Henrik suffers his second. Which I believe is...
This was my first fail. It was Wind who failed the first one with Quark.
Oh, so you all have 1. Yay! Sharing. Alrighty, let me roll the direction again. Well, you guys are in luck. It's actually pushing you due south. Which means you're getting a little bit more momentum. Around the beginning of day 5, you're right outside Morian, everybody. Well, by right outside, I mean you're about a half day's track. Are you good to keep pushing through? This is at the beginning of the day, so...
Now, let's go and knock for a pass.
Wait, what? How did we get there? I thought we were sailing away from there to begin with.
You were, but you're kind of being pushed with the direction of the wind, allowing that to decide your location so you can move more quickly.
We were, if you weren't looking at the, I know you're on your phone, so you weren't able to see the map maybe. We were at the central Morian naval base, which is 50 miles north of Morian.
Okay, no, but what I'm getting at is why'd we go that way if the place we had to go to was south anyways?
Because you can't not go past it to go south.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You're stuck between an island and Morian as your direction that you go past. I'm giving you a heads up now at the beginning of day 5 that if you sail today, you could make it to the docks of Morian tonight. Potentially.
I'm still down for no detours.
I'm just saying we need to get our boat fixed and preferably get some sleep.
Captain?
What's the going rate for a crew?
The going rate for a crew on a ship like this?
Mm-hmm.
You're looking at paying them probably a good 15 gold a week.
I can easily pay that myself.
Yeah. I can too. So, yeah, let's go ahead and dock. Yeah, we'll
All right.
go from there.
So you decide to deviate from the path that you were taking to go to Morian. As you sail into this dock, you do get a lot of strange looks from the people who are working there, just like looking at your ship that looks incredibly haphazard. And then the dock master is going to come out. An excitable human wanders over towards you all. Looks pretty young. Probably one of the newer dock masters. Hey there. You all need some repairs?
Yes.
All right.
And I need to hire some strong hands.
Well, you can go to any number of the taverns and pubs, find plenty of people looking for work. He starts looking over your ship. If other people want to head over to the pub while this is happening, there at least has to be one person here watching the ship while he's investigating.
I can watch the ship, unless you want me to go to my old school and grab interns who will do it for free, but they may not be very good at it.
Toddler school and times for a ship.
I mean, I would probably just stay on the ship too.
Okay, if you two stay with the ship, me and Chloride will go and find able-bodied individuals.
Alrighty.
Okay, no interns.
Okay. Are you leaving them with a budget to fix your ship, or... Because that shit ain't free.
Give us the broken gems.
I mean, there is party loot, which we have a bunch of, too.
Hey, there you go.
We have party money, too.
So you're leaving the party loot with Henrik and Elrai?
Yeah.
Yes, trust the gold with the rogue.
Wait. I think this is the song I'm looking for.
Don't worry, we'll pay them with a face.
Yeah, if you could pay them with your erect pottery, that'd be great.
Yeah, no thank you. Phallics aren't really my thing. They start looking over your ship very carefully. Let me roll an investigation for them. Is this a makeshift job?
Very much so, yes.
No, obviously professional work. Yes, of course it's makeshift. That's a palm tree.
Well, I mean, it's... For makeshift work, this is impressive, to say the least. I was just making sure you didn't pay somebody to do this to your ship, because if so, I would probably look into getting their license revoked.
Oh no, we were attacked by sharks. Had to land somewhere.
Understandable. It is mating season after all.
Yes, quite unpleasant.
They could also fly.
Flying
Flying
sharks.
sharks. Yes.
He's
That's a
insane.
new one.
He's insane. Do not
Reasonable.
listen to him.
Reasonable.
Yeah.
No, I wanted to see if you'd believe it.
I mean, I've heard of more ridiculous things than flying sharks. But we're looking at 250 gold for the repairs.
Let's see, I believe we have that much lying around. Let me go and check our gold supply.
What if we offer you this priceless face?
No, thank you.
In other words, let me look for the party loot doc.
You have to find someone very particular who likes that one, Henrik.
I know Marquis liked it. He got angry when we took it away. The man wants it. We're just gonna hold on to it.
Sure. So do you get 250 gold?
Yeah.
Alrighty.
I don't see the party loot doc, but I'm sure it's somewhere in here. I'm just not
You don't
seeing
say
it.
inventory/features.
Oh, there we go. My bad. Yep, I'll grab the 250 gold and I'll remove that off the loot quick.
Okay. They take that from you, no problem. All right. I'll get a couple of our carpenters working on this, and she should be functional and back up to speed within a couple of days.
Are we allowed to stay on the ship while it is being worked on?
No.
Noted.
Yeah, we're going to be working.
Oh no, I just wanted to make sure we wouldn't be in the way or anything.
You would be.
Exactly, so we will not be on it.
Perfect. Well, go ahead and take off. I'll put in the work order for you all, make sure everything's up to snuff for you, and best of luck. See you in a couple of days. If there's any other expenses, I will be sure to notify you.
We're just going to trust them not to rob us.
He is the dock master, after all.
I don't know. He's not very trusting. He's an old man.
He's young. He's a
Even more
young
untrustworthy.
whippersnapper.
No,
But
there's
anyways.
no more snapper.
Chlorine and Rimus, I would like both of you to roll me a persuasion roll separately because you both have disadvantage.
Disadvantage.
You're exhausted. I know, isn't exhaustion fun? Rimus, you kind of like sit at a table, look around, and just start trying to figure out who would not be a waste of your time. And that's the difficult part. Whereas Chlorine starts off, Chlorine, remove 2 gold from your inventory, buying around for the tavern. Which immediately makes the people go over to you and talk to you. Hey, Yoda. Oh, that's the wrong one. Sorry, you're not fighting yet. That's also the wrong one. Also the wrong one. What the fuck happened to that track?
Yes, play the combat music.
No, this one. So yeah. Rimus, you're eyeing up the crowd trying to find out who might be reasonable, but right now you have your full-on mug mouth going, so it's a little less personable than most people, but some people like it. You know, some people like people who look like partied individuals. Chlorine, you entice the entire tavern, and you start getting people coming over to your table and goes, it was mighty nice of you. Are you trying to, you know, do something here tonight?
Well, yeah. We are looking to hire a crew for a keelboat.
A crew?
Yep.
How many people you need?
Okay, just let me go out of character for a bit. Keelboat. Let's see. Wait. No, there's no way we have a keelboat because that's supposed to be 3 crew, 4 passengers.
We do have a keelboat.
Yep.
Because we would have gotten a longship, but we didn't.
Yeah, but I'm looking at the thing here and it's saying creature capacity 3 crew, 4 passengers. By that logic, 4 of us should actually be more than enough to crew it.
Somewhere else I read that you needed more than just that.
The longship takes 40 crew and 100 passengers.
Yeah, no, it definitely isn't a long ship. Isn't Boyance one of the 2 leveled ships?
It was a better ship than our last one, but you didn't give it any levels when we bought it.
Well, yeah, you have the lower section where you guys can actually stand up and shit. That's why you need a little bit more. Yeah. So you're bigger than a average keelboat, so you do actually need crew. But 3 crew would be all you would need, with all of you helping as well. at intervals. Not saying you're always helping. It's like, hey, yeah, sure.
Hey guys, I'll be right back.
Yep.
Okay. How much crew would we need then? I mean,
3.
we need 3 crew. We have all the. If we only need the 3 crew, then we have all the crew we need already.
You need 3 people who know what the fuck they're doing.
And we only have 1, technically.
Yeah.
That's me. Basically, we need 3 crew because we'll be the 4 passengers.
Right. With 3 other people, smooth sailing, no worries. If you want to only hire 2 of them and still have Rimus working the whole time at minimum, it'll work. And that 20 gold quota I gave you was for a crew, not for a person.
Thank you for clearing up that confusion.
Okay, yeah. No, you're not paying somebody 20 gold a week to just be generic assisting sailor. That would be for somebody who's like a carpenter. If you want to pay to have a carpenter on your vessel, you could do that as well.
I meant more along the lines of, thanks, we do actually need more than just 3 people to pilot the keelboat.
Yeah.
Okay, jumping back into character for a bit. Be good. 2 at minimum, but I prefer 3.
Well, I mean, we got Skippy, Dippy, and Mo. He points at himself. I'm Mo. I think we're available, at least for the next month or so, if you'd want to put us on retainer for a month.
I could feasibly work.
All right, what type of work are we into? And they take a big sip from the ale that you paid for.
Right now, you just need to go down to the island south of the Chariot. That's when me, my quote-unquote friend, and 2 others that are, I don't know where they are right now. That's where we'll be doing a job. Don't know how long that will take, but at the end of the month, if we're not back, then we're probably dead. So after that, you're free to do whatever you want with the ship.
So if you all die, we get the ship?
No. I ain't getting murdered in my sleep.
No, oh geez, God, I would never kill somebody. Dude, that is I was just saying, like, you know, there's perks of jobs, you know, like.
Good Lord, Remus, why are you so paranoid about this?
He's fucking tired. Yeah.
And I am a pirate. I do know this type of line of work.
You're a pirate, but this is Zodiac. Killing is bad. That's something everyone agrees on.
99.9% of people agree on. Just to make sure that is distinguished.
I'm gonna put it out there again. Pirates.
Most pirates don't kill either. They leave you in a shitty situation that you die, but they don't kill you. And luckily, you're immune to the one shitty situation that kills people. Being left in the middle of the water on a raft. You can swim.
Yeah, but I got 3 other people I gotta worry about.
That's true, they don't swim. Yeah.
The other people, including a heavy armed cleric, that need turns fast, I can just turn heretic and order them to stand down.
Yeah, I mean, we're not killing types of folk. If that's what you're looking for from a crew, that ain't us.
You don't kill anything? You pacifists?
Fuck no, but not people. You know, if there's a dolphin trying to get on our ship, I'll punch it in the head.
Miss, how about you just leave the talking to me? Unless you like the idea of more skeleton crew, 4 of us work 24/7. Well, as I was trying to say earlier, if 4 of us fail to come back, it's a dangerous job. Expecting if we don't come back, we're dead.
Yeah.
In which case, you're the ones that have use for the ship and not us. So I don't see the problem with letting you keep it if we fail to come back.
Yeah, I mean, like, if you die, you're not using it anyways, But yeah, no, I mean, if you're looking for us, I mean, we can be on retainer, like I said, for a month. But after that, we actually have a job that we are kind of hoping to get in on. So, yeah.
Well, have things settled? Do believe we've reached an agreement then.
Whoa, we gotta talk price.
20 a week?
Deal. Shakes your hand.
Alright.
Alrighty, we can swing by your ship in the morning and get ourselves set up there. What's the name of her?
It's a buoyancy, but
Nice.
actually, he will be docked for a little while as the ship gets repaired.
No worries. We'll take note of where it is, put our things down there. Don't worry, we have our own kit and caboodle, all of that stuff. As a heads up, what was it? It was Curly, Mo, and what was the other one?
Skippy.
Skippy. Skippy is actually a trained carpenter. If you end up needing repairs, he typically takes that as additional payment, but, you're paying him as a crewman. You're not paying him as a professional. Just letting you guys know. If you need repairs, he can do it. He'll just charge you. All right.
That works. I was putting things on my notes. Goldrick, Skippy, going and Mo. Unless there's anything else you want to say, Remus?
No.
Alrighty. So, I assume you're going to get yourself some rooms for the next couple of days, and that's all pretty straightforward. For the 4 of you, in total, 2 gold.
Okay.
Nice and easy. 2 days of actual rest here. You remove up to 2 levels of exhaustion. Ugh, feeling much better. You go out to your ship. Let me roll another investigation to see if they found anything that would have been more costly. All right. As you all get out there, you do see the dockmaster is currently, helping the last of the carpenters off the ship right now, making sure everything's in tip-top order. And he goes over towards you all and goes, all right, everything should be perfectly fine now. We had your crew come by a couple of days ago. Always recommend you have extra hands when you're out on the seas, just in case. Never know what happens. As a heads up, your flag, your sail, is it's a little worn and torn right now. You might want to get that fixed soon.
Oh,
All
God.
right.
Just letting you know. We kind of took it down to, make sure the winds we had yesterday weren't going to disturb the vessel at all and to check the mast. But, yeah, you're looking at, you need to get that a little repaired up. It's starting to get torn up. But anyways, take care.
Thank you.
Yep. So, you all leaving?
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Everyone.
Now that you're back up to normal speed, it's only going to take you one more day to get down there. So technically, you're still on the same time schedule. Without exhaustion.
I think it's less than that, because it's only, what, 30 miles?
You still have to go with the current around the island, scoop yourselves down there. It's going to take you a day. So anyways, you all set sail and head down over towards the ruins of Varison's Delve. Where is the music? Where is the music? So, for the last day of this journey, I would like you all, somebody to roll me a percentile die.
I'll do that. 39.
Ooh. And I would like a perception check from everybody.
Sorry about that. They grabbed me for something. I'm back.
No worries. Remove your exhaustion. You guys hired Curly, Skippy, and Mo to be the crew for your ship. Skippy is a carpenter if needed, but you have to pay him extra if it's needed. Alrighty. So, perception check, Henrik.
That's funny.
It is. Lots of sevens. Alrighty. So, Elrai.
Yes.
As you're sailing, you notice a little something.
Oh, something.
Yeah. You're heading past the last, or the first island of the Triad Isles. You're nearing towards evening, which is when you anticipate arriving at the ruins. And you see off in the distance that there is a fairly large ship that, its flags don't look like anything that you've seen before. Its sails, none of it, like, completely indiscriminate from anything you've noticed.
Not with my background or anything.
That is correct.
Oh, what does the flag look like?
The sail itself is a pale gray color. And the symbol on it appears to be that of a pentagram. A pentagram.
I'm going to climb down from the crow's nest.
Okay.
Oh, dear Remus, I have a question for you.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there appears to be a ship in, which direction was it?
Completely south, but directly ahead of you. It's currently running, what's that, perpendicular to you?
Okay.
You're
There's
not
a
going to
ship-
come across it. It's moving faster than you are.
There's a ship directly to the south ahead of us. Has a flag I have never seen before. Maybe you would recognize it. Pale gray with the symbol of a, what was it? Out of character, actually.
Pentagram.
Of a pentagram. And a pentagram. Would you happen to know, dear Remus, what that is?
History check.
Nope.
Ah.
I'm going to ask the three we hired then. Thank you. And I'm just gonna describe it to the three sailors.
All right. They get one ability check for the total of the three of them.
Is that at least at advantage?
No.
I tried.
No. It's Curly, Skippy, and Mo. I mean, kind of sounds like the basin, doesn't it? Yeah, a little bit like the basin. Huh.
The what's now?
The basin. Older crew used to run these parts of the waters. I thought they retired, but apparently not.
Well, that would mean they haven't, and they're still sailing. Are they dangerous? Will they attack us?
I mean, the stories I heard about them, they'd only attack you if you had something valuable. No offense, but Boyance doesn't look that valuable. You want us to man the ballistas? Okay.
Just keep them ready.
Load.
Yep.
Oh my god,
Oh, yeah, just continue with that forever, won't you?
Yeah, he'll never sell it. But anyways, Curly goes to the northern ballista, loads it up himself, and Skippy and Mo both go over to the southern ballista and get that one positioned and ready, just in case. Now, although you did see it on the horizon, very quickly as you are sailing, you no longer see the ship, the vessel itself. Chlorine, vibe check, please.
Ooh. Do you believe that was Insight, Perception's Charisma?
That is correct.
And I doubt I get guidance with it.
You don't know you're making the check, so unfortunately not. Jeez. Woo! Ah! One of them. All right, so what is that? That's 48, 52 divided by 3 is like 17? Something like that, yeah. These waters, as of now, they feel all right. Yeah, that was divided by 7.
Yeah, my bad.
17. Look at that. I brained. I ain't bad. Round up, though, 18. So, yeah, you got 1 extra point out of it. As of now, the waters don't feel bad, but you start getting these little intervals where you feel your connection wanes a little bit to Gabby.
That can't possibly be good.
Everyone else, you notice Chlorine's hair is becoming a bit more of, like these brown spots start going into it a little bit, like it's fading into brown.
Chlorine, is there an issue?
Somewhat, yes.
Ooh, care to elaborate?
I don't know why, but I don't even know how, but my connection to Gabriella is just wavering at the moment.
Are we that close already? He said that magic was disabled. And we're not... I see, it seems like...
You cut out there, Elrai. What? It seems like... All right, I think we lost them.
Testing.
It sounds like that's what we heard.
Okay. It seems like you are the first one to experience the lack of magical effects.
I'm going to attempt to cast message.
All right, who are you messaging?
The chloride.
Okay.
Maybe you should pray.
Chlorine, you hear that?
Well, I don't think it's right that all magic is being affected already. I think it probably had more to do with that ship you spotted earlier, Elroy.
Jiro, I'm about to DM you something quick.
Sure. Oh, don't DM me. Whisper me on Roll20.
Okay.
I don't have Discord open right now.
Alrighty, just gonna test.
So, what could that ship? How could that ship affect your connection to Gabby?
Could that be a religion or arcana check, Jaro?
Arcana.
$15.
15's not bad. You know that there are null magic effects that some people are good at utilizing. They're incredibly rare and incredibly powerful. And you don't feel like that's it. It's not like a null magic effect. It's like you feel right now you can cast your spells. You just feel like you're currently further from Gabby than you've been before in your life.
Huh. I mean, I can probably cast her, but she's further, or I'm further from her than we have been up until now. Could have been a null magic zone, but this doesn't feel like that. Not to mention how rare such a thing would be in the first place.
Well, it could be any number of things, really.
So, you all keep sailing. You do have Mo come up to you, Remus. So what side of the island do you want us on? Do you want to go towards the north of it? Towards the west area? Do you want us to go around to the south bend? I don't know specifically where you guys are going.
I'm just gonna look right at crap, what's your character's name? Elroy. For the answer.
Pardon, I had people yelling at me.
He wanted the answer from you on which side of the delve you need to go to.
Okay.
Northern, southern, or western.
Would I know which side that's on?
Based off of the information you got while you were in Morian, roll me a intelligence check.
Already.
Intelligence 20. Dirty 20. The west. Yeah, the west side looked to be somewhat along a more open area that had a couple of beaches, but much, much, much further away from the actual delve that they came across. Roughly 5 miles away from it. However, that vessel you saw with the pentagram symbol on it, that one was heading perfect perpendicular, which means it was probably heading towards the northern side of the ruins. So if you wanted to avoid them, the western side would probably be better. And you don't know anything about the southern side. That would be, you don't want to be anywhere near them under any circumstances. Go all the way around.
I will relay that to the rest of everyone else.
Sounds like we're going west.
Yeah, Western's probably better.
Alrighty. So, as you sail for a period longer, you eventually make yourselves over towards the western coast, where your ship gets fairly close to the coast itself. Only about 25 feet or so away from it, before the sand and the water becomes too shallow for your vessel to sail any more inwards without them pulling onto the shore, where the three of them go. Do you want us to, beach the ship, or just wait out here in the wade?
Wait out in the wade, but I need you to point the vessel so we can get the hell out of here if we need to.
Anticipating running away? All right.
Never know.
All right. Oh, we can also update Buoyancy. It's back at 100.
Good.
So, you all have to jump out of the ship into the water, where you sink down to about your shoulders at first, and then you have to wade your way across this open traverse. Now, you see directly in front of you as you are walking across the beach that there are two cliff edges that overlook this area that have an overgrown green top to it. There's some grass, shrubbery, a couple of trees up there, and you seem to be walking directly into a beach that's been formed lower than those two heightened vantage points. And even as you continue walking forward, you all start hearing the sounds of wildlife much more predominantly. And you have now successfully, after about a week or so, made it to the ruins of Verison's Delve. And I think that's where we are going to go on break, everybody. We'll be right back.